sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A good game there on first down. That run will get them 7 up to the 32-yard line. Well, this defense for the Niners, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. And the 49ers going to take another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Off the play fake, Mon. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. Working with a 2nd and 3. And Lance now to throw. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A couple down to about the 27.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Mond out of the shotgun. Drops this off with Nwangu. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
1st and goal from the 3. They'll look to run with Nwangu. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Kene Nwangu. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
I know that rookie quarterbacks have to earn veteran receivers' trust. Maybe we saw that on that play with that type of effort, huh?
Yeah, helping out the rook with a heck of a catch. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It got his man complete. And all the way down to the 35. A big 3rd down play there for the Niners.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Lance able to find Mostert. Touchdown, 49ers! Raheem Mostert with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the 1st quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mond. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat.
Under pressure is Mond, and he'll go down. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. He'll pitch it back. Powers through him, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right.
Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Joseph on for the extra point. Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Xavier Woods, a former Cowboy, in on the tackle. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Now Lance. This one complete to Calvin Harmon. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Lance now on first down. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Throwing now is Lance. Man open, that's Robert Foster complete. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Throw left side complete. That's Foster. Touchdown, 49ers. Robert Foster, his first touchdown on the year. And the Niners, if they can convert the extra point, they'll grab the lead. Gold with the extra point, and with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Third down from the gun, it's Mond. And a diving effort, but only right at the line of scrimmage.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field, diving to grab it? No, he didn't. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
They go play action here. Mon. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end. On first down, they'll run with Nwangu. And some room to roam now. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Draw play, Madison. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Here's Mon. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. The kick by Joseph is good. And with that, they'll take a 2-point lead here in quarter number 2. They had it first and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. The Lance going to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. He's at the 30. 10, 5, touchdown, 49ers. Well, CD, those receivers, we talk about their speed, great hands. It's tough to quantify elusiveness, but they say he has great elusiveness, and he showed it right there with a run after the catch. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is up to 5. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Vikings take over first and 10.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Mon's throw complete there to Smith. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for third down. Mon going to throw it. He'll get this to Nwangu. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Mon to the air on 1st and 10. Flushed out right. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
To throw again on second down. Mond. He goes right back to Jefferson, and this one complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 25-yard line. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Mond now off of play action. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. They'll run it with Madison. And he is into the end zone. So they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. Taken from about the 12. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Yeah, Coach, certainly no shortage of action in those first 2 quarters. Definitely got to work on my touchdown calls, so we'll see how much voice I have left for the second half here. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play there out of the running game. Lance now on first down. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Looking to throw again on second down. Lance. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. To throw, it's Lance. And that will be incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
The 49ers are going to turn over to the special teams crew. The field goal unit is out there now. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And Gold is able to put it through, and that will tie us at 24 all. So they come away from this opening drive of the third quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And their 3-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a 3-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut out for them, and they were going to run their offense in the same vein. It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Flush to his right. Into the secondary, past the 40. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play.
And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Vikings. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there. Joseph now to have the PAT. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Next score, Vikings 31, 49ers 24.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. On 2nd and 10, Lance. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long. Now a play fake. Lance. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Pride. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Off the play fake, Mon. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone, and that is incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end.
And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. And it's complete. They're going to get the first. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
I know every head coach keeps one of those charts that says when to go for 2, when to go for 1 after a touchdown, about what point in the game and what the score is. Do they have one about when to fake a field goal? Because 4th and 10, if that chart it really does exist, it probably says don't do it.
Yeah, 3, 4, 5 yards. That's usually when you see the fakes. 4th and 10. The element of surprise, and it worked.
Sometimes you take your chart and just tear it up and go for it.
The deuce is wild here. 2nd down and 2 with just about 2 minutes on the clock. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kellen Mond scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now up to 14.
49ers 24.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And a big loss here as he's taken down. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. And down he'll go at the 25. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. And they'll go for it. Lance. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. On 1st down, here's Mond. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. They'll try and throw for it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Off of play action, here's Lance. Got an open man, it's Harmon. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Shotgun now for Lance. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Faking the give to Mostert. Now Lance. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Chaz Surratt able to record his 5th sack of the season. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll let it go deep for Foster. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown. Well, for Trey Lance, not only was he the youngest quarterback in the 2021 draft class, but many say he had the strongest arm too, and he showed it off here.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's 3rd down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham. You have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
And the final number on Next Gen Stats, how about this? 71 yards through the air. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball. That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
From the 27, Mond lets it fly for Thielen. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
He's going to try and go deep again. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated.
I can hear it right now that most people in our business are saying, why aren't they running the football? But I happen to agree with this strategy. They've had success all game long. I don't think they should go away from it. Too often, teams go into that protect mode and end up giving.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. The Vikings leave the offense on the field as they're going to line up and go for 2. They'll run it with Madison. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And they're able to ground it in there on the 2-point try. And you and I were talking before the game that 2-point conversions from the 15-16 season, what has changed, what hasn't changed, partner?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's changed is just your normal strategy, because now you're either kicking the football with the ball on the 15-yard line, or if you decide to go for 2, they put it on the 2-yard line. So what are you thinking as a coach? Do I risk it? Do I go for it here? Do I try and gain a strategic advantage and maybe go for 2 early? That's what people are wondering about.
Lance now on 1st down. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he's got room. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the 49ers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Now the 49ers electing to leave the offense out there and go for 2. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. Mond's throw complete to his receiver, Thielen. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Mond looks to throw on first down. Eluding the pressure right. That is caught by Thielen. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the Niners are right back in this football game. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result could be something you don't like.
On first down, Lance. He'll air this out deep for Harmon. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. To throw on 2nd and 10. Lance. Samuel bringing in the slant. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They fake the handoff. Now Lance. Got an open man. It's Foster. 7 yards to pick up there. Now Lance again. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Escaping the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop. Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And the Vikings are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning.
He's got a man, complete. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them. And
as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Vikings,